I was watching the news the other day and there was like a shooting in Philadelphia happened. And I was like, and? It's like, why is that news? Now they're like, police stopped a guy who opened fire on them and they shot him. And I'm like, how is that news? I was night crawling in Chicago a few years ago and there was like 7 murders in an hour. And cops were shooting at guys. And I'm just like, how is this news? For some reason, these woke leftists in corporate press all got the memo. And maybe that's the case. So now you have this story with NPR where this guy's basically saying, yeah, Democrats took it over, turned it into a propaganda machine. Trump now says no more funding for NPR, a total scam. Here's what I love. Is NPR funded by the government? Well, they say, no, it's not. NPR doesn't get public funding. No, what happens is Congress authorizes funding for some secondary organization who then transfers funding to NPR, and that's how it operates. So in line with the movie Civil War, where the president thinks journalists are the enemy, you get the left likely very much going to push a similar narrative now with this. But this is just a bigger component of what we already knew. I mean, this country is... I don't see how, based on things like this country ever comes back from oblivion.
Well, based on what?
That the media is intentionally lying to everybody.
There's
and
no
the
going
fact
back.
that Donald Trump says, make it stop, has them depicting him as a fascist who murders people in a film.
I don't think there's any going back. People that want to go back, that ain't the right way anyway. I just don't want to turn it into like... I don't want it to become like so passively fascist that people just don't exercise their free speech. That's what I'm concerned with. I want to maintain people's willingness to speak out against the powers that be, because that's how innovation occurs. And that's why the United States is so great in the first place, and why people came here and wanted to take it over, is because we said, no, you're allowed to say whatever you want. You can't come here and stop people from doing that.
At the same time, I agree with you, but we should be able also to call out lies from newspaper and journals that keep spreading a narrative that are totally baseless. And we have seen it with Donald Trump in many occasions, like just spreading blatant lies. I mean, I feel, of course, involved into that because I've seen my character completely assassinated in the news just to get indirectly to Donald Trump, right? It was convenient to say at the time that one of his advisors married a Russian spy. That was completely so crazy that, having the possibility to call out this outlet and even win a defamation lawsuit is now so remotely impossible, just because attacking the fake news is like attacking the media. So, it's another type of dictatorship on the other side. We should respect, I agree at a certain extent that could lie, people should be free to talk and even say lie, but let's keep our freedom to object this lie, prove them wrong, and having, them correct their lies, which we don't have right now.
Were you able to sue who was it that said you were a Russian spy?
Well, many outlets. One was like Medium with this crazy guy that actually caved in a libel lawsuit recently with another person involved in the Russia hoax, and he won actually, and he was banned by ever publishing anything ever again. I'm not making his name not to make him famous here because he's actually really like a fringe wannabe journalist. But, many other outlets picked up from this, including, the Observer and something, just major outlets. And the point is not even like corroborating what they say, it's just like putting the headline in the front to build up a narrative. It was never about me. It was just about the Donald Trump campaign that was allegedly colluding with Russia. So I understand the feeling of Donald Trump calling out those liars. I understand you when you say we should limit our going after these people at a certain extent because we should protect freedom of speech, right? And I agree. But I think this is so normalized to lie against a political opponent or political target that we should definitely be able to correct it. We should shift back to some sort of accountability when you lie recklessly.